semen retention while you're fasting during Ramadan. Okay. So the carnal mind, the lower mind, right? Your lowest root energy points, which are of the color orange and yellow, are the hardest to control. A man that can conquer his lower carnal mind can conquer any hurdle that comes during his path. Now, I've done semen retention for 11 months, and I can tell you that it is not an easy journey. It is not a journey that the normal person is willing to even take. It's something that hasn't crossed the majority of humans' mind, okay? Men's mind. And this is why, in order for you to get the result of the 1%, you have to put the output of the 1%. Output that you input. The input that you put in is the output that you're going to eventually get. Now, during Ramadan, right, it's the month where Muslims, around 2 billion people, observe fasting from before sunrise to sundown. Okay. Now, why is this one of the best times to start right now during 2023? Ramadan is coming during spring. Spring is actually the real new year, not January when everything is going down, when it's winter time, when the trees are not producing leaves. Okay, they trick you into thinking that that's when New Year starts. That's when you should write a resolution. This is why when majority of people try to make a resolution during January or Feb, they fail. They'd fail perpetually year over year. Why? Because spring is the real time when people and nature start to blossom again. The leaves start coming back. Okay. That being said, if you fast scientifically, it is proven that it suppresses your lower carnal mind, your lower desires automatically. Okay. Now, when I did my 11-month journey, I believe, from what I remember, I started last year around Ramadan time. Okay. And the reason why I was able to take it to that point is because I got in at such a holy point, in such a blessed time. Because whether you're Muslim or not, you have to understand, Ramadan this year falls during spring. Okay. When spring comes along, this is when you should write your goals. This is when you should actually have a vision board and start writing what you want for next year. Who is the person that you want to be next year? Help that guy. If you're 20, help that 21-year-old. If you're 30, help that 31-year-old. If you're 18, help that 19-year-old self that you see 1 year from now. Help that man become a better person. Right? Pornography is one of the biggest modern day trap that men fall into, okay? The vast majority of men have fallen into this trap of hedonism. What it does is it erodes your subconscious mind, the mind where you actually do a lot of thinking from and where you get ideas from. Your creative mind, your mind which has gray matter. When you watch porn, it's worse. They've done scan. Wait, I have to light up my cigar. They've run scans on people that have done cocaine and watched porn, and guess what? People that have watched porn actually had a worse serotonin level. Serotonin is your pleasure center, right? Depending on what type of exercise or like whatever you do, right? It produces some sort of serotonin. But when you watch porn, you actually produce an abnormal amount of serotonin in your body. Nice. And once you're able to, and once your serotonin levels get unbalanced, right? Your dopamine gets unbalanced, your body structure gets unbalanced, and it's an abnormal way to ejaculate. So if you are a man that is single right now, right, and you are trying to stop this addiction, this is the best time to start fasting, right? And I'm not no doctor, so consult with your doctor before you do anything, okay? You start to fast and you start to suppress your lower carnal desire. This is why most men right now are failing. Most men, what they do is they can't even handle this. They can't even handle, they've never, and guess what? You know, I know what it feels like. People have been there, okay? You know what I mean? But I promise you, once you cross like the 30 days, the 90-day mark, you know what I mean? It gets a lot easier. It gets a lot easier to retain your seed. It does. It really does. But you know what? If you want to be like the 1% of men, if you want to be that guy that goes ahead and like, you know, women are attracted to guys on semen retention for a reason. There's a reason why dude, ever since I did my 11 months, I kid you not, I've had women that actually love me, that actually care for me, that actually check up on me, that actually want to talk to me. And there was a time, right? There was a time where a lot of women did not really want to talk to me. I'm just being bluntly honest, right? Why? Because woman can sense your energy. Woman can smell a man that's on retention. Women know when a man is celibate, when a man is filled with morals and respect, and he can restrain his lower carnal mind. Women know that. Women can actually smell that off of you. There's a reason why a woman love that scent, right? Whatever that scent is called, you guys probably know what I'm talking about, right? It's because this is a very energetic thing. What do you think? Albert Einstein talked about how MC equals squared, right? MC squared equals E or whatever, right? Where energy can't be destroyed nor created. It gets collected. And you're collecting a bunch of energy in your body. And if you end up transmuting that energy, bro, look, I'm telling you honestly, in my personal experience, bro, I only needed, and believe it or not, when I was on SR, bro, I was like averaging around 4 to 5 hours of sleep, and I was working out. I was going to the gym. I had a job. I was waking up early, around 3:45, 4 a.m., going to work. At 5, I'd be at work most days. And, you know, I did that for around 11 months. And I can tell you, one of the biggest factor was eating clean, okay, and semen retention, right? Now, most guys are like, oh, I need 7 hours. I need 8 hours. Bro, I believe that. I actually believe that, because once you're letting that energy go, that potent energy go, you're probably going to need that many hours to recover back. But bro, the ancients didn't need that much sleep. You can go back into text and retext and look at how people used to sleep 4 or 5 hours only, bro. And the reason being said is because they would retain that energy. So this is one of those times where if you have the chance, if you actually want to get it, and if you are, especially if you are fasting during the holy month of Ramadan, right? It's the time to do SR. There's really no better time than now to start. All right, guys. If you guys want to chat with me, hit me up on Instagram. I'm at Arsalan from TO. Have yourself a wonderful day.